want to talk about today is just finish off the second part in our two-part series on how do you leverage a business so it can grow faster. So before I go into that though, what I just wanted to remind you is we've got our quarterly planning day, which is coming up, is on Wednesday, the 21st of September. So it's next Wednesday and it's in Northampton. So if you want to find out how you can actually come along to that, then get in touch with me because it's going to be a great opportunity to listen to some amazing guest speakers in terms of how to grow your business. It's going to be a really good opportunity to understand what you need to prioritize in your business for it to grow. And then you'll be able to make a plan with the actions you need to actually start taking it in the right direction. So just remember, get in touch if you want to find out how to attend that. So today's video, it is about how do you leverage a business so it can grow faster. So it's the second part, and the second part is essentially about content and events. So the first part, just a quick recap, it was talking about how systems and processes in the business were really important, helping you get members of staff who were at a more junior level with less experience to yourself and getting them to a level where they can do the exact same work then you as a business could get paid the same amount of money and charge them out at the same rate as they would charge you out at, but you'd be paying them less. So that you'd be creating leverage because you'd be making a better margin. And today's video is about how to use content to do that as well. So ultimately, you are probably one of the most important resources in your business because chances are you've got the most knowledge and you're the person that quite a lot of clients actually want to deal directly with. So another method to actually just leverage your time the very best you can. So leverage, if I can just do a recap, is all about how you take a limited amount of resources. So it could be a limited amount of money and funding that you've got. It could be a limited amount of staff hours. It could be a limited amount of your time. And it's all about how you take a limited amount of a resource and get extraordinary results out of it. And you get results that are disproportionate to the resource that you've got. So if you only had a few pounds to invest in marketing and you could generate tens of thousands out of that, then that would be a highly leveraged marketing strategy. So content is a hugely important part of that. So we have a concept called leveraged advisory in the accounting world. And leveraged advisory is all about helping multiple people at the same time. And it's a really important concept because let's face it, we all get into business because we want to help people and want to make a difference in their lives. So what leveraged advisory lets us do is lets us help more people. And there's a lot of preconceptions out there in the world where people say, well, you know what, one-on-many coaching is not as good, or giving someone a resource to go through rather than just telling them exactly what they need isn't as good as doing it on one-on-one. But that I think that preconception needs to be challenged because actually traditionally businesses where the business world was only offering services on a one-to-one basis. There's many businesses back then that just couldn't afford access to those particular consultants and those particular coaches. And the reason for that is one-on-one costs a lot more. And as a business, if you want to help as many people as you can, then you've got a responsibility to make things more affordable for them. So if you can deliver a very similar level of value through a more leveraged platform, which doesn't involve one-on-one, then you're going to be able to help more people and you'll be able to make more money. So, and you'll be able to help more people because it's more affordable to them. And content is a huge part of that. So if you've been to people's websites where they've got Q&A sections and they can actually go through commonly asked questions about a particular product, if you've been to people's websites and you work with businesses where they've got events and they get multiple people to those events so they can actually support multiple people all in one go. And if you might even have come across people who build like online courses, and these are all examples of content or courses or events, which essentially mean that the course is only built once, but then multiple people can access it and you get a high level of leverage. And that's one of the ways your business can really, really grow faster, because if you've identified like a bottleneck in your business, a constraint, where the rest of your business, even though that might be well resourced, it can't grow beyond because of to a certain point because of this constraint, then actually you might find that increasing the size of your team in that particular area that's holding everything else up isn't the best solution forward. You might not be able to find the people. So what you really need to do is then think about, actually, is there a way where the limited resources we have in that area can help multiple people all at the same time? So that's what I mean by how you can use content to leverage your business so it can grow faster. And if you want to find out more about this or any of the other stuff I've talked about in this series, then all you need to do is just go to naccounting.co.uk and book yourself in for a free strategy session. And that's where we can really talk about how all of this stuff applies specifically to your business. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next